You sit in a room, walls and floor covered in cushions. You lie in a corner, a jacket embracing you. It created a feeling of security. You wonder why you're in there, why your family would betray you in such a way. Then you remember, your family's dead. You close your eyes and drift off to sleep. You sit in a class, your cheeks resting on your hand as you listen to the ramblings of the teacher. You notice some students' heads whip back to look at the clock. Who could blame them? It is the last day of class. It's the last class of the day. You find yourself doing it too. 5 minutes. You look down at the worksheet handed to you and start doodling. Before you know it, the bell rings and the students swarm out of the room at lightning speeds. Again, can't blame them. It's Friday after all. You collect your things and walk out of the room. As you're walking outside, you notice a crow in a tree. You stop to examine it. Something was off about it, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It was pitch black, its feathers shined in the sun. You quickly shake your head and look back, only to see that it's not there anymore. You blink and wonder if it was just your imagination. You shrug it off and get on the bus to go home. You arrive home and grab a snack. "Mom, I'm home!" You yell out and go up to your room. She yells a hello from the laundry room as you close the door to your room. You lay on your bed and spread out your homework for the weekend. You might as well get it done now. You get started when the lights go out in the house. You lit a candle and set it on your desk. Your mother comes down and checks on you. You nod to show that you're okay as she smiles and goes to check on your brother. Your father came up to inform you that a generator a couple of blocks away was blown. You sigh. It'll be off for a while. You try to finish your homework, but get distracted. You look at the shadows the candle creates. They dance across your walls. Each brings a smile to your face. You close your eyes and end up falling asleep. You wake up to a bright light. You open your eyes and sit up groggily, rubbing your eyes. The lights are back on. You look at your alarm clock. It's 12 o'clock. You changed into your pajamas and brush your teeth. You put away your homework and climb into your bed, pulling the covers over your head and trying to go back to sleep. Not even 5 minutes, and you hear tapping at your window. You sit up in the darkness in your room and listen. Thinking it was your imagination, you lay back down, only to hear it again. You look around until you catch a small figure at your window. Puzzled, you staggered out of the bed and opened the window. To your surprise, the crow from before you flew into your room and perched upon the chair in front of your desk. You rub your eyes once more to make sure you aren't just seeing things, but no avail. The bird is still on your desk chair. Not wanting the thing in your room, you roll up a piece of newspaper you had in your room and try to scare it away. After 5 minutes of trying to scare it away with no success, you give up and sit on the floor. You sigh and look up at the animal on your chair, and to your shock, it speaks. You tumble backwards until your back hits the wall. "No need to fear me, mortal. I am simply here to help." You blink and stand up, staying back. What do you mean, help? What or who are you? The crow cocks its head and turns toward you. My name? Well, it's quite simply put. I am insanity. You blink and look at it in confusion. Insanity? That can't be possible. The bird blinks once. Its eyes seem to be glowing. It is true. I am insanity itself. As far as helping you, look into my eyes. So its eyes were glowing, and they seemed to glow more and move in waves. You shake your head and try to look away, but the eyes of the bird beckon you to look. You look cautiously with one eye, only to discover it's hovering before you, making you look straight into your eyes. You can't fight the urge anymore and give in, looking in its eyes. Not even 1 minute of staring when suddenly everything goes black. You wake up in your bed. The light shining through your closed window wakes you up as you rub your eyes. Remembering the events of last night, you wonder if it was just a dream. It all seemed so real, though. You get up and notice a red mark on your forehead. You probably just fell asleep on something that left that mark, you say to yourself, trying to create a logical explanation for yourself. To feed off of that, the happenings of last night were nothing. You go on with your day. The mark on your forehead never went away. In fact, it started burning. By the time you get home, the burn was unbearable. You hold your forehead and walk into the kitchen. Mom, my forehead's burning. Mom? She was staring blankly into the fridge. Mom, what are you doing? She doesn't move, so you decided to move slowly towards her. You lay a hand on her shoulder and spin her around. Her face switches from caution to that of worry. You shake her gently. Mom! Mom! You notice something on her forehead, the same exact mark on yours. You let go of her, and she just falls on the floor. You step back, and she rises up like a marionette, holding a butter knife. Mom, what are you planning to do with that? Your mother doesn't speak. She merely gets the knife into stabbing position and opens her mouth. A horrendous croaking comes from her mouth as her head twitches side to side. It would be enough for a sane man to go mad. You yelp and turn to run out of the kitchen. Suddenly, a sharp pain in your side. You run into the living room and look at your side. It grazed, but enough to be bleeding. You look up to see your mother at the kitchen entrance, blood dripping from the knife. From upstairs you hear footsteps. Down comes your brother and your father, same marks on their foreheads too. What the fuck? They fly at you. You run. The front door is locked. They block your path to the back door. You're cornered. The last thing you see is them coming towards you. When suddenly, darkness. Next thing you notice, you're in that room. You open your eyes back into the reality that is yours. When they found you, you were sitting in the living room. Your family's corpses surrounding you. Your mother had a butter knife through her forehead. Flashback. Your mother is crying in the corner of the living room. No, please, don't do this. What's wrong with you? Where'd my baby go? She was cut off. It would take inhuman strength to penetrate the forehead bone, police said. Your father had his testicles cut off, multiple deep cuts on his chest, and bruises everywhere, with a concussion. Flashback. You're walking up the stairs. Open up the door to your father's office. Whoa! What are you doing there? Wait! Hey, what? What are you planning to do with that saw? Get away from me with the... Ah! Grab his body, throw it downstairs with your mother's. Your brother, his arms and legs were bent in unimaginable unimaginable angles. Flashback. Walk to your brother's room next. His television is on. His game paused. You find him cowering in the corner. He's crying. How disgusting. You grab him and drag him out. No! Please, don't do this, he says through his tears. What's wrong with you? Who are you? What's wrong with your eyes? You smirk and speak. Your voice is different. My name? It's irrelevant, but I'll tell you, as a last wish, I am insanity. You throw him down the stairs, too. He screams in pain. He hits the ground. You walk to him, breaking his arms and legs. He looked like a pretzel. Tears stream down his cheeks as you snap his neck to finish him off. You were found in the middle, laughing and mumbling about some crow. When mentioning it, you saw the crow in the window, on the ceiling fan, hovering behind your family, with those glowing eyes, in this room, filled with white. You looked up the ceiling to find a black shadow. It moves in a streak, creating the form of the crow you know so well. Seeing it, you start laughing. When you abruptly stop, you grin and say to yourself, I know insanity personally.